Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's going to be reviewing a Ram 3500 Tradesman, aka the quote-unquote base model package for Ram that stickers for $80,000. So we're going to find out what $80,000 buys you in Ram's entry-level package. Before we get into this video though, a huge shout out and thank you to the Larry Miller Dodge Ram here in Provo, Utah for giving me some time with this truck. I'm going to include a link to their inventory in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. And by the way, this truck is available for sale. If you have any questions whatsoever, just ask for Ryan. And then on a side note, if you save time, money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have the 6.7 liter Cummins diesel paired to the 6-speed Aisin. Total power outputs 420 horsepower and then 1,075 pound-feet of torque. This also has a 410 axle ratio. Let's take a tour of this $80,000 Tradesman and, well, find out exactly what you get for the money. So first off, you guys can see here with, well, actually at the top, we got the cab lights here that come with the dually. Halogen lights are standard here with the Tradesman. And then we've got this chrome front end, which I think actually looks really good. This truck is finished in black, which I can't remember the name of the color. But anyways, the black contrast with the chrome looks fantastic. You got the tow hooks there at the bottom. We also have the air dam as well. And then popping to the side, you guys can see chrome on the wheels as well. And obviously being a dually, well, you got two more there in the back. Now with the 6-speed Aisin and with the high output, you actually do get upgraded springs and shocks and everything to, well, help out with the extra weight that's over the front end. And then 3500 heavy duty badge. You guys can see the Cummins turbo diesel badge. And then a Ram logo. And then we got the flip out trailer mirrors, as you can see. And then taking a few steps back, here's your full side view. It's a good looking truck, that's for sure. And then popping here to the rear with the 3500, you've got leaf springs so that it can have massive payload capacity. Payload is 5,317 pounds. And then you got the marker lights because it's a dually. There's kind of the rear look. Now this one has LED taillights, as you can see, and then look at the exhaust tip down below. Parking sensors here on the rear. And then tailgate, you do have to like hold it coming down. It is not dampened. And then you got all the plugins and everything for towing. This has the fifth wheel prep. And then you guys can see the LED cargo light there at the top. 8-foot bed, because this is a crew cab. Lifting that up, pretty easy to get into place. Look at the receiver hitch down below. Yeah, so far, pretty cool. And then this is where you fill in the diesel and the DEF, if you guys are wondering. And then popping inside, so with the Tradesman, again, this is like your entry-level package, so, right, you're gonna have a lot of material like that, but you actually get the same seats in the Tradesman as what you get in the Bighorn, which is interesting. So really good seats, they're very comfortable. You got the storage space underneath. Let's see if it's got, oh, no ice buckets in the Tradesman. So that's interesting. And then popping in, there's your legroom. And then you guys can see the vents down below as well. And the seats, it looks like they're all connected together in one giant line. And then popping to the front, notice with our window controls here, automatic. And then it does have power folding mirrors. They got blind spot monitoring. That's why it has the LED lights in the back, is because those are the only lights that have the blind spot thing. This has the adjustment for the convex mirror as well. And then here's our front seat. You guys can see the nice stitching there. And the seats are manually adjustable. Light controls here with the cargo light. Steering wheel is manually adjustable as well. And then hopping back in. Ooh. So we got a bunch of controls here on the steering wheel, like cruise control. You got your gear limiter, controls for center stack. No radio controls though on the back of the steering wheel. Good old fashioned column shifter here. Turn signal, windshield wiper stock. And then we've got this gauge cluster. So you can see analog gauges on either side. And then you got that screen there in the center, which you can just scroll through different bits of info. Pretty straightforward stuff with that. And then let's check out this camera system that this one comes with. Oh, this actually has the full 360 camera system in a Tradesman. That is interesting. I have never seen that. If you guys are wondering why there's that black line, it's because I got the door open. That's funny. So I have the door open, but then it's still able to work this normally. Interesting. Yeah, tons of different camera views. So I guess, yeah, that's cool. It's got the full camera system. Now, as for the rest of the infotainment system, response time's great. It's obviously Ram's smaller unit. I think functionality is fine. It's 12 volt there at the top. And then again, here with the dash, because you don't work truck life. Down below, we've got our analog controls here for the radio, climate controls as well, and then you can see for the parking sensors, turn that off, tow haul mode, diesel exhaust brake, trailer brake controls. And then guess what? There's nothing here but storage, because this has a shifter on the floor so that you can feel like you're doing something very manly and substantial when you shift it into four-wheel drive. Got some USBs there, some more storage. And this one has the bench seat configuration. As you can see, I don't think there's, yes, you can't pick up the bottom seat. Notice open, and then camera mirror, power setting window, pretty neat. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We are going to take this out and drive this, but that's a tour of the features on this $80,000 Tradesman. Let's see how it drives. So setting off in this very interesting 3500, and I also just found out that this actually has the larger fuel tank as well. So like, this is perfectly set up for towing. And something to mention is when this truck was originally ordered, the MSRP was actually like $76,000, but you guys know that, well, manufacturers continually increase MSRPs all the time, and so by the time this thing got built, well, MSRP jumped up to $80,000 after options. So yeah, just craziness. But first off, seat comfort's actually really good. Again, that's the benefit of the Tradesman, is it does have the same seats as the Bighorn. They're obviously not power like you get in the Bighorn, but they're just as comfortable in terms of the padding and everything as the Bighorn. And then in terms of how this drives, I just drove a Laramie Dually today as well. Same setup, but it had the 373 axle ratio, not the 410 like this. And I can tell you, you know, the 410 is not going to get as good fuel economy, but it punches harder. You can really feel it, especially like off the line. This feels a lot punchier compared to the 373 truck. So obviously it increases towing capacity when you go for the 410s, but it also just makes it feel like it's a little bit more hefty with the driving. Oh yeah, big difference. That is for sure. This is such a weird experience for me, because I remember when the 5th gen Ram first came out, you could get like, I mean, for $80,000, you could get like a fully decked out Laramie. And now with today's current pricing, with how crazy things have gotten, you get a Tradesman that's got all the features on it. It's just an interesting world that we live in, that is for sure. Let's see what the full-blown acceleration's like. Oh yeah, way better. Yeah, I like the 410s way more. I mean, if you can get 410s, if you're okay with spending a little bit more money on diesel, I think it's worth it. So overall, I know that I'm gonna get a lot of comments on this video saying that this is the most ridiculous thing that people have ever seen, and this truck makes no sense. But this truck actually makes a lot of sense if it's gonna be a dedicated tow rig, because this is still less expensive than, you know, a Laramie or a Bighorn or a Limited with similar options. And so if you like are buying this just to tow with it, which makes sense because of the setup, this is perfect, and this is the most affordable way to get this set up. It's just, yeah, today's pricing is definitely up there. Let me know what you guys think about this truck, and yeah, that's all. That's gonna sum things up with our video on this truck. Let me know what you guys think about this package, and again, a huge shout out and thank you to the Larch Miller Dodge Ram Jeep Chrysler here in Provo, Utah for giving me some time with this truck. Check out the inventory in the description down below. I'll see ya.